Good morning, dear friends. Happy Monday to all of you. So yes, friends, it is true that more money is being distributed to states and cities. Many Americans also can qualify to receive a stimulus check that is worth up to $800. Friends, you still have time to qualify and apply for more stimulus payments. The Biden administration is also now meeting to discuss the new steps to tackle inflation for the American people. So please do me a favor and watch until the end of this video to hear about all of these details. Also, I will be giving away a $50 Walmart gift card every day this month of December. If you would like to enter the giveaways, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. I will be announcing a new winner in a video later today. So please, friends, make sure that you do stay tuned for that video.
For increasing density, changing a lot of the rules and making it cheaper and more affordable to come and do infill housing, which also brings with it quality grocery stores and things of that nature. We're doing that in Little Rock, and I've been impressed with some of the performance there. I agree with Mr. Zandi on new markets tax credits. I've been on the CDFI advisory board when President Bush was in office, and it's something that Congress has generally supported, but the numbers are so high it's almost impractical in multifamily, and certainly impractical in low income or low moderate income affordable housing, I think, because the program really, if you can't spend $10 million in one location, it's not, ends up not being competitive. So perhaps Congress can look at that. And then I support extending the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act opportunity zones and making a much more aggressive approach there on how we can have better opportunity zones that benefit low moderate income housing opportunities. So those are some issues on the supply side, I think, that are very, very important. Chair Powell gave a speech at Brookings yesterday where he broke down core inflation into three components: goods, housing, and services other than housing. And the chairman acknowledged that housing services inflation, which measures the rise of all rents and rental equivalent cost of an owner-occupied housing, and in my view over the last particularly 2 years of this intense 40-year inflation, it's way understated the consumer price index. As many of you know, 30% of the CPI and 40% of the CPI are based.
So friends, more relief is still going to be sent out. South Carolina residents can receive a relief check from the government, and there is still time for taxpayers to sign up. In June of this year, the state's Department of Revenue announced a $1 billion tax rebate plan, which essentially is a partial refund. The plan promised to return up to $800 into the pockets of taxpayers who filed their tax returns before mid-October 2022. While the first deadline has since passed, there is a second deadline for those affected by Hurricane Ian. The South Carolina Department of Revenue's plan states that any citizen who files their 2021 state individual income tax will qualify for the 2022 refunds. So if you filed by the October 17th deadline, the funds are in the process of being sent out, either by mail or direct deposit. Friends, it could take until December 31st for it to show up in your possession. You might still have an opportunity to cash in if you missed the fall deadline. The IRS's emergency tax relief pushed a second deadline to February 15th. For those affected by Hurricane Ian, there is an $800 cap on the rebate checks that are being sent out to South Carolina residents. The website states, the amount of your tax liability is determined by the amount of individual income tax you owe, minus any credits. Basically, you can find out what you're owed right now instead of waiting for the end of the year. You can calculate your liability that is shown on your form and subtract it from any credits that you might have. If the number is over $800, you will receive the maximum funds. Any amount under that, you will gain exactly the price calculated. Any citizen of the Southern Coastal State who received a tax liability amount on their 2021 tax return document qualifies for the cashback. Those who wish to file for the second deadline through the disaster relief extension can do so simply by submitting their payments and documents through the online portal. New plans have also been announced to give $1.2 billion of federal crisis relief funds to people who live in Georgia and who need it the most. More than 3 million locals receiving state benefits will be given $350 left over from the American Rescue Plan that was passed in 2021. So in order to qualify, you must receive assistance from Medicaid, food stamps, cash welfare assistance, or subsidized health insurance for children. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp's office wrote in a statement and said, "This assistance will help some of Georgia's most vulnerable citizens cope with the continued negative economic impact of the crisis." Georgia Governor Brian Kemp's office wrote in a statement and it said, "This assistance will help some of Georgia's most vulnerable citizens cope with the continued negative economic impact of the crisis and 40-year high inflation, which is caused by disastrous policies that were implemented by the Biden administration." This is not the first time cash bonus Georgians have received during the election year. Governor Kemp recently announced the distribution of another stimulus check. Friends, the key word for this video is Nashville, Tennessee. If you would like to enter today's Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below this keyword, which is Nashville, Tennessee, and additional keywords of any video of mine that you watch. And do make sure, friends, that you're also subscribed to my channel. President Biden touted easing prices for gasoline, clothes, and appliances as good news for the holiday season, but said it would take time for inflation to return to normal levels. During a recent speech, President Biden made clear that he remained laser-focused on battling inflation that is exacerbated by supply chain disruptions. During a recent speech, President Biden made clear that he remained laser-focused on battling inflation that is caused by supply chain disruptions while working to create more high-paying jobs in manufacturing. Biden stated, "Inflation at the grocery stores is beginning to slow. Prices for things like clothes, televisions, and appliances are going down. That is good news for the holiday season." The U.S. Labor Department reported earlier this month that U.S. consumer prices increased 7.7% in October from a year earlier. That is the smallest gain logged since January. The White House has warned that prices could spike again if unions reject a potential contract deal with U.S. railways. But Biden did not raise the issue during his remarks. On average, the National Retail Federation estimates that people are planning to spend $833 on gifts, cards, decorations, food, and other holiday purchases, which is slightly more than last year. Well, my amazing and dearest beautiful friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me here and watching all of the new videos I post. I want you all to know that I greatly appreciate all of you. The winner of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway is Marie Fields. Congratulations, my dear friend. Remember, friends, to claim your gift card, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or you can message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, my friends, and have a wonderful and blessed day.